Good day. So today we're on a mini clubbing 1.6 petrol, doing the sump gasket. Gasket's leaking, so I've gone out and brought a new gasket, so we're going to swap that over today. So first things first, get the car jacked up, get it on the axles. First things first. Our second thing is we're going to need to drop this oil. So tools you need to do this job: need an 8mm Allen key or whatever you're going to use to take your sump plug off, oil pan, 10mm ratchet and a 10mm spanner. Do the gasket on the sump and some rag to clean your oily hands. So yeah, we'll drop the oil off. So we just undo this sump plug here, put pan underneath, catch all the oil, let it drain out. Then we'll start cracking all these 10mm all around here, all the way around your sump. There's fucking loads of them. The ones underneath here, you get your 10mm spanner on, and you should be able to see them. You can see them there, 10mm. So yeah, I got a ratchet 10mm, so I'll be able to take a ratchet 10mm spanner in and ratchet them off. If you are struggling, you can drop your exhaust, just undo this here and this will drop down enough to get socket on. But me personally, I don't like touching the exhaust rope. If it's sealed, it's sealed. So yeah, just get all these 10mm bolts off, then we'll wiggle the sump. You might have to prise it a bit with a flat screwdriver or something, but try to be careful when you prise it so you don't damage your block. So yeah, a rubber mallet or something just to tap your sump will pop it off. So yeah, let's drop the oil. So 16 bolts off. What a pain in the ass. So I don't know if you can really see it, that bolt there just above your cat, I had to use a spanner for, and there's one on the opposite side here, I had to use a spanner for. All the rest got with socket. It's 8mm, not 10mm, sorry, 8mm. So yeah, like I say, one above the cat there, I had to use a spanner, and the one exactly the other side, use a spanner. As soon as you crack them open enough, you'll be able to do it fingertip. Well, you can undo it with your fingers. So yeah, they're two pain in the ass ones. Does take a bit of time, especially to get this one, because you can only turn it slightly with a spanner. But yeah, they're all off now. All I've got to do is crack it off. So I'll go get a rubber mallet, give it a couple of taps, it should come off. If not, you see these little plugs here, get a flat screwdriver and just prise against them. You'll find them on the corners. Yeah. So yeah, soon it pops off, so you get it off, just slide it towards the driver's side just to take it past the exhaust, and it will drop down. So there we go, that's some pan off. Just gonna make sure all this clean inside here, it's nice and clean. When you just slide it off, you gotta like bring it down and over, but don't take it completely off because the oil is still draining down into your pan. So just leave your pan underneath for a bit just to catch all the loose stuff. What we're going to do now is go around cleaning all this old gasket off, get all that off, and clean the gasket off the sump, make sure it's nice and clean, put the new gasket on, put it back up, put all the bolts back in. I say it's a pretty simple job really, it's just time consuming, especially the 16 bolts and the two right above the exhaust. But yeah, so like I say, we'll get all this old gasket cleaned off now, make sure that's nice and clean. Always checking the bottom of your sump, make sure there's no bits of metal or out like that. If so, then start inspecting where it's come from. But other than that, if it's nice cleaning, well, cleanish, no lumps or broken metal bits of rope, just clean your top of your sump off, or the old gasket off. The cleaner the better, because when you put a new gasket on, it's got to be nice and smooth. So when you seal it, it's got to seal nice and tight. and make sure you get all around the outskirts here nice and clean as well. So once you got it all clean, don't forget to get all inside it, the sump nice and clean as well. Make sure the sealant's off. You can just use sealant, run sealant around it, stick it up, bolt it on. But if you can get a gasket, use a gasket. It will seal a lot better, especially if you're trying to slide this over the exhaust. You can easily just knock it off, move it slightly, then when you push it up you're going to have a gap in, you get a leak. So yeah, this is the gasket, an old eBay special. So that's going to be bolted on. All my underneath my blocks nice and clean as well. What I used is a plastic scraper. Try not to use any metal against the alley, just plastic. Just give it a good scrape to get all the old gasket off. Use a bit of cloth to wipe it off. So yeah, so I just need to clean this a little bit more. Then we'll place the gasket on there, slide it on, put all the 16 bolts back in. Like I say, just make sure it's nice and clean. No gaskets left over inside. The last thing you want going up into your oil pump. So yeah, there we go. So before you start messing around with the car, make sure you get your gasket the right way. Make sure the bottles are going to line up, and you know when you slide it back in, it's the way it's got to go. So you're not messing with the car. Trying to see, make sure it goes on. So that's the way it goes. Right up a bit. So when you go in the car, you lift it up. What you want to do, put a bolt in one side, bolt in the other, just so it holds it up out of the way. So as soon as it's up, then go around and put all your bolts in, finger tight, all the way around. Then slowly go from drivers to passengers, like that. Do these two, well, just so they're tight, not too tight, just tight. Then you want to go back to front, like that. Work your way over, all the way down. 16 volts. When you got them all snugged up, then just nip them up with this socket. Then all it is left is to fill up with oil. So yeah, so I got under the car, like I say, put a bolt in each side just to hold your sump up, then just finger tight all your bolts in, just to make sure it all lines up nicely. Then you go ahead and tighten it up. See, opposites, do this one, then do that one, do this one, do that one, so on as you're tightening them up. So yeah, let's get on with it. So there we go, all the bolts are back in. All back in, all nice and tight. Make sure you tighten your sump plug back up so that's tight. So all it's time for now is fill it up with oil. I'm going to drop about 3.7 litres in. It says 4.2, but I'm going to drop about 3738 litres in. Then we'll go from there, just keep tapping it up. So yeah, that's how we do a sump gasket on a Mini 1.6 petrol. So there we go, 4 litres of oil put in, and it's just took it straight to the top mark there. So yeah, there we go, that's sump gasket done on a Mini 1.6 petrol. Pretty simple. Like I said, it was 2 bolts, what a bitch to get to. You're gonna have to use a spanner, 8mm spanner to get in to get them, just to crack them open, just so you can undo them with your fingers. You'll get a finger either side of the exhaust to spin them off. Other than that, yeah, pretty simple really. After you've done your oil, check to make sure there's no leaks. Run your car, take it around the block or something, do a couple of miles, check again, make sure you got no leaks from around the gasket. If so, just try and nip them bolts up a bit more. Other than that, all sweetie. So there we go, I'll leave it there for today. If you ain't already, please subscribe, hit that like button. Catch you next time, stay safe.